Friday, everybody.
Friday.
I'm excited. So today is going to be a special meeting. We have Danielle and I had some conversation over what we wanted to present today. So today is going to be different than the other Fridays because we are actually training and sharing something with you all that will be things that you can use. So we're going to go ahead and get started in the interest of time. So welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. And I am excited about what we'll be sharing today. So we will get started with sharing our presentation. And so this is new. You all have seen this before. So we're excited that if you're just joining us, welcome to our Friday weekly meeting. We are respecting time. It's a 30-minute pull up. And then you're going to always get a warm welcome from me. And then we're going to do some round robin random introductions today. It is nothing major. We'll talk through what that looks like. It won't be everybody, but we'll do it every time that we have a meeting so we can get to know each other. We'll do an announcement. We have a brief review of a code of conduct. Today, you'll get some situation awareness training, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how we'll communicate, and then we'll pause for some questions and answers. So again, welcome. So to let you know, we are now up to 36 success partners that I am super excited about. We have a very healthy and diverse and talented group of people that have joined us. We have teachers, we have educators, we have coaches, we have trainers, we have people that do digital marketing. We have so many amazing things to offer that's the reason why we wanted to start doing some introductions. The way I see this is not just having people here on the project to service the contract, but for us to also have a very healthy group of people for us to work with if we wanted to. So if you see someone here that is doing something that is a great thing, you want to get to know more about them, I welcome you to individually reach out to them, and we will start sharing our list of success partners. But I just wanted to share with you that we are excited about all the amazing people that we have on our team. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to do a round robin that is going to be, it's going to be simple. It's going to be easy. We would love for you to share your name, your business name, the industry that you're in. Give us a brief description of the program that you plan to offer in this setting for this project. And then tell us, what is your favorite song to focus, get work done, and then celebrate? We are going to be documenting that and putting together a playlist for us. I think it's amazing to have a playlist that you can use throughout the day to keep yourself motivated. And we're going to put together an HCDE project success partner playlist. So I am going to do this randomly, which means that I'm going to look at the participants that we have that have joined us today, and I am going to call out people randomly. I think it should be really easy to be able to answer the things that we have here on the screen, and we'll keep it up for you. I'm going to select 3 people today. We ask that you keep it to a minimum of 2 minutes or less so that we can respect the time. And I am going to start with the person that I know if I throw the ball to them, they are going to be prepared, and that is Coach Sophia Casey.
Most days. Hi, everyone. Great to be here. So my name is Sophia Casey. I'm a master certified coach. I love to share that. It's the highest level of credentialing in the coaching industry. And I just recently earned that designation this past February. My business, I have 2 businesses. One is Sophia Casey Enterprises, where I'm primarily focused on executive life coaching. I work primarily with C-suite executives in the public and private sector. I also provide corporate training and consulting as well. My biggest client is Department of Justice, and I am a former public servant myself. I took an early retirement from your favorite U.S. federal government agency. Which one, Dominique? IRS. All right, I took an early retirement from IRS. The industry that I'm in is coaching, coach training, corporate consulting and corporate training. Besides having my business, the second business I own is called the International Coaching and Leadership Institute, ICLI. We just launched last year. We are an international coaching and leadership development school. So we train coaches to do what we do. Brief description of programs. So I'm thinking that I'm actually gonna offer a few programs, but they all will center around coaching, training people on the coaching skills and leadership development, and also providing coaches to our customers, okay? My favorite song to focus, get work done, and celebrate. I have 50,000 songs, but the one that will not leave my brain right now is Beyonce. You won't break my soul. Oh, you didn't ask us to sing, did you? Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you so much. I will ask that you put that song in the chat for me so that we can record that. I thank you so much and welcome. I'm excited that you are here. I am going to you know what? Let's do we're going to do a training activity. Sophia, I will ask that you throw the ball to the next person that you would like to introduce themselves.
Well, since I called her out in teasing her, I'm throwing it to Dominique.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dominique Benson. My business is Engaged Minds Academy. We're a tutoring company that focuses on the STEM fields. And as far as what I'm going to be doing, I'm just now getting started, so I'm learning everything. And as far as my favorite song, I think it's Carrie Underwood, Stronger. I really like that one. So whenever I really need to motivate myself, I listen to that. It's not on a daily basis. I use it when I really get stuck in my head.
I love that. Thank you and welcome. I am glad that you are here, and I will ask you to toss the ball to the next person.
Okay, so Miss Lisa. Sorry, you're on my screen, so you get called.
Hello, everyone. This is my first time coming. I'm excited and glad to be a part of your group. I'm learning about all of this that is going on. I start off with my song. I love jazz because it helps me to relax. And the song is Better Days Ahead by Gerald Albright, to make us relax. And what I do on a day-to-day basis, I am a retirement financial advisor, but in the way I do it, I work with people to help them understand their health care and how that is a part of their retirement and the retirement crisis. I go on and on because I've been doing this for a long time, but I focus on Medicare, affordable health care, and all types of health insurance to help people better manage, because when they retire, their health crisis can take all of their money away. So I focus on that and annuities. So I help train the community about their needs. That's number one. The second one is my passion. My passion, you don't always get paid for your passion. My passion started off as helping people understand their legacy through the way of historic cemeteries. So I've been working with a group that we started the project of people going back and restoring and learning about their history. So I am excited to come to this and bring that knowledge with me. Well, people can learn about their history. Not only that, they can learn, where they can set up family trees. So that's the project I'm gonna be doing with the kids. And I'm thinking of the name of it, which I have the name of Tiffany. It's off my head because I have so many things going on. Pray for my family. My daughter just lost her dad, and it's a lot going on. So anyway, that is my passion, restoring historic cemeteries, teaching the community new outlets, new fields of study to the children, to the youth, where they can learn archaeology. I have a team of archaeologists that will teach them archaeology. I have a team of that teach ground penetrating radar. And all of this we started doing in the 90s to help people find their loved ones. So that's the project I'm putting to go out into the community and teach us about our history. Because what St. Clover says, if you don't know your past, you don't know your future, and we're a lost group of people. So we need to get back to our heritage so we can know who we are and we can better help and work together as a team. Well, that's it today because I didn't prepare for this. I just prepared to come on, learn what's going on, and be a part of a big, great group of people. So, hi, Tiffany. Thank you for inviting me. Hi, Sophia Casey. I enjoyed what you said. And thank you, Dominique, for nominating me as the next person.
Thank you so much, Lisa. You did well. I think that we all have an opportunity when we talk about our passion. There is no right or wrong. There is just the passion that we have for what it is that we're doing. So I thank you. If you can enter the song that you love, the title and the artist in the chat, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. And so that's what we're going to be doing every week, you all. Every week we'll be picking 3 people, asking them to introduce themselves and what it is that they do so that we can get to know each other better. And I love that because I know you all individually, but everyone else in the group doesn't know you. And I want people to know why I think you are all amazing and why I invited each of you to be here and to participate. So Danielle, I am ready to go to the next slide. All right, so here are the announcements that we have for going forward. First thing I want you to know is if you have not yet participated in one of the Success Partner Business Spotlights with me, you should. They are amazing. I've had an opportunity to do an interview with Sophia Casey and Christopher Allen, and they went amazing. We are using those spotlights and to highlight 1, your business, 2, to have some information for everyone on the project to be able to take a look at and know who you are, know how you think. And then also I'm the queen of repurposing content. So we will be using that content. Also, it's a good way for you to just take that content and use it for your business. I asked some amazing questions that are really fun, really thought-provoking. I know that you will enjoy it. Now, you probably said to yourself, now, how do I sign up for this dang on business spotlight? Well, if you completed the form, that was one of the last questions that asked you, had you scheduled a business spotlight, and then gave you a link to my calendar for you to schedule an appointment with me for us to do the business spotlight. Now, the spotlights are only 30 minutes, so it doesn't take up a lot of your time. And most of my scheduling for those are in the evening. If the times that you see there don't work for you, that's okay. I'll work with you. Feel free to send me an email and let me know. And then we will figure out what we need to do to get you scheduled. It is not an emergency. It is not a priority. It is just a thing that I am enjoying doing. And I think that you will enjoy it as well. All right. If you have questions about the spotlight, please ask those in the chat. I may not get to the answer today, but you will get an answer. It may come out in the form of a response in Slack. So we'll talk about that in a moment. So meeting leader volunteer request. I am working on a project with Coach Sophia on next week on Friday, which is going to take myself and a couple of other people participating on this project out of being able to participate in this particular call next week on Friday, because I need to be present to help with that I have volunteered for. So I'm asking for someone to step up and lead next week's meeting. I am using this week as a way to show you the format of what is expected of you next week, and you will see. So if after we finish today's 30 minutes, if you are interested in presenting next week on Friday, there will be an opportunity. Now, it is possible that you may not have to, because we may have the group from P3, they may be prepared to do a quick SharePoint training, and we'll record that. But if not, I just want to make sure that we are prepared, because I've made a commitment to every week 30 minutes, and we are going to make sure that that happens. And every week will be an opportunity for you to learn something to grow your business. That is my dedication to you all. So The next thing is also going to be, we are going to have a success partner kickoff where we'll do something live, and it'll be determined. I'm working on that now, but just getting you prepared for that. I'm excited about us doing something in person, and then also streaming it for those that are joining us from different areas. And you'll get more information about that as we go along. All right, so here's a small piece of the code of conduct. I had someone that wanted to know, why are we going to have a code of conduct? And that's important whenever you have a project, to make sure that people understand what the expectations are of behavior. So a code of conduct is necessary because it gives our team a definitive guide on how we need to work and act while we are performing our work in front of the client, and also how we will interact with each other. I believe in respect. I also believe in inclusion. And so I know that many of us on this project, that is exactly who we are as well. This is a good opportunity for us to set in motion and practice that culture. And so that is what the code of conduct will yield for us. So it is the responsibility of the company's commitment to have integrity, where integrity will rest in each of us. The company aspires to conduct its business in accordance with uncompromising ethical standards and in full compliance with the laws and regulations. The company is committed to maintaining a work environment that is free of all forms of discrimination and harassment. That is very important. So just giving you guys a little bit of a hint of the code of conduct. You'll get the fullness of that, and it will be an exhibit that will be attached to the subcontracts that we are still actively working on, working with our attorney to get those drawn up. We anticipate having those out to everyone before the end of July for their review, because we do need to make sure we have them in place before the end of August. So just giving you a heads up there. Wayne's World. Okay, so y'all, I am a trainer at heart. And so I always love to tell people, so if I'm like an 80s baby. And so if you don't remember Wayne's World, they go, Wayne's World, party time. So we are shifting into another section of today's meeting. And so if you will imagine, we are magically being whisked away to another part of today's presentation. Today, we are going to talk about situational awareness. This is very important, especially if you are a business owner. If you've never heard of situational awareness, today will be enlightening for you. It is something that you can use in every day of your life, but very specifically in your business. There is a 4-level business strategy for situational awareness, and I'm going to give you a quick background. This is one of the trainings that my company does. And so situational awareness is usually used mostly in the military. It is an opportunity for people to understand at what level of awareness should you be in at any given point in anything that you're doing. So perhaps you've thought to yourself, I never saw that coming. Or maybe you thought to yourself, I had no idea that it was possible that that could happen. Or then the last thing might be, wow, that really snuck up on me and came out of nowhere. As a business owner, you should never think those things. As a business owner, you have an opportunity to know that you can plan for as many things that are possible. You can even plan for the unplannable, believe it or not. So we'll talk about what that looks like from a situational awareness perspective coming up next. So what is the definition of situational awareness, right? It is the ability to scan your environment, sense some danger or challenges and opportunities while maintaining the ability to conduct your normal activities. How many of you have experienced that as a business owner where you felt like you had to have your head on a swivel, right? You really needed to know where you are, what's going on. If so, give me an emoji. Throw an emoji out there for me to see if you've ever experienced wearing all of the hats and having to keep yourself at high alert to know what's going on. All right, Ja gave me a crying face. All right, so that's important for you all to know, because as business owners, we do have to do these. You have to actively foresee danger and challenges so that you can mitigate some risk. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Here are the 4 levels of awareness, right? And each of them come with what can be considered a corresponding color. All right. So number 1 is going to be, it's the color of white, right? Standing for innocence, or even purity in a way, but it is a way where you say that you are completely unaware and completely unprepared. That means that you are in a space in your business where you, an example might be, let's say you were completely unaware or prepared for the pandemic. It's a thing. It happened. Some people were literally blindsided by that, right? But now that you know, you have a good understanding of, this is a possibility, this can happen, I need to plan for that, right? Being in that stage of awareness, we'll talk a little bit more about it, but you want to be, it's a good place to be when there is newness. But as a team builder and a CEO, that is a place that you don't desire to be. You desire to be in a space where you are aware. Okay, so let's go to the next state, which is a state of relaxed awareness. And and we'll talk more about what that means. And then also there's a heightened sense or a heightened state of awareness, which most CEOs tend to be in that space. It's the space that they operate in. And then the next one is massive action. You have to engage or you have to retreat. So let's talk more about, I want you to think right now in your business, without knowing more, tell me, where do you think you stand in some of the areas of your business? So let's talk about finance, because that's a huge part. So as a business owner, where do you think you are in your level of awareness in the financial pieces of your business? Are you unaware and unprepared? Are you in a state of relaxed alert? Are you heightened with a sense of awareness, or are you in massive action where you are engaging in some financial pieces? You don't have to share that with everyone, but I want you to think about that for yourself. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next slide. Uh-oh. Is that Wayne's whirling us out, Danielle? That's okay if it is.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back one slide. That's okay. We can, let's go back. We'll come back to the party on excellence, and we'll sit on that slide for just on the levels of awareness slide for a moment. So what I want to share with you all is going to be a little bit more about what those levels are and how you can navigate through them, and what you should and how you should navigate through the flow of them. So let's use finances as the example, and I'll use myself as an example because I truly believe that testimonies help everyone. So I would say that up until about 2 years ago, my level of awareness for the finances for my business, where I was unaware and unprepared, and it was intentional. I was being willfully ignorant of my finances, because in my mind, I didn't have anything to manage. I was new, bringing on clients, not making a lot of money, just barely making it. It was very difficult to think about my finances because it was a sore spot for me and it made me sad. What I had to come to the awareness of was, Tiffany, you don't have a choice. You have to deal with your finances if you're going to grow your business. And that means that you have to at least be aware. Right? You can't be relaxed about it because you can't take care of your expenses. You can't pay employees. You can't be prepared for a contract. You can't build proposals. You can't do any of those things if you are in a state of unawareness. You have to be aware of what's going on with your business financially. When you get to the state where you're relaxed, right? So it's relaxed alert. That simply means that you are aware that you need to know some things, but you're still sitting in being relaxed. There's no sense of urgency behind it just yet because it's not pressing for you, right? And then that's a good place to be sometimes, because you can be growing in that space. That could be the space where you are building the team. It could be the space where you are developing yourself. You're aware that you need to do some things. You are going out and getting the resources you need. You are researching. That's a good thing. Where the state you want to get to, though, is the state of heightened sense. You have understood that it is important and urgent. You know that there are some things that you need to be acting on and putting in place, and you are preparing yourself for the massive action. And that massive action is moving forward in engaging in the solution and ongoing process of that. The worst case scenario is massive action and you have to retreat because you were not prepared. So I'm going to pause right there for just a second to check and see if anyone has any questions surrounding that before we Wayne's World out. And if you do, please feel free to turn your mic on and ask the question. And Danielle, I'm going to do a time check. Could you type in the chat what time it is? Because I can't see a clock right now.
I have a question.
Yes.
I heard the definition of these, but how do you really know where you are? How do you move from step to step? Once you become at a relaxed state or heightened state, how do you move to the next step? What do you do? What things are you doing to get from each step? Because now I'm aware that all this exists and I've been at every part and everything of my business. But like you with finance, most business owners don't think of financial. They just work to get paid. And I'm guilty. And now I'm at both, the yellow and the red.
And that's not a bad place, right? And you will learn that in your business, different pieces of your business will be in different states, as you will be, right? And so when you are at a heightened sense of awareness, as long as you are preparing yourself to deploy, that's what matters, because the massive action is always going to be the solution. You are in the red when you are actively partaking in a solution. Okay, so keeping in mind that as long as you are preparing yourself with the tools that you need to be able to deploy in action in a massive way, that's where you want to be. Where you don't want to be is that you got caught unaware. You didn't even know it was possible. You didn't plan anything. You didn't prepare anything. You weren't even aware of the situation. So for instance, that would mean you have to be prepared if your business might be bankrupting. You should never be caught unaware. Your business should not arrive at bankruptcy and you don't know anything about that, right? If you have unhappy employees, you shouldn't be unaware. You should be tapping in with your employees enough to know that there might be a problem and they might be leaving, right? So we can talk more about that. I will do a full training about situational awareness. I wanted to do something really quick and to the point for you all to just show you kind of what I do, who I am, and then also to give you something that you can use for your business. So we're going to Wayne's World out. Thank you very much for participating in that very short training. You are welcome to give comments and feedback in the chat. I take all of that. I know it was really quick. The goal was to do it in 10 minutes or less. So we're going to party on. Excellent. And go to our contract organization. We updated it from last week. So quickly, just to show you what it looks like, I will be acting as the contract project manager. We do have an admin team over to the left. Our administrative executive is Danielle. Our accountant is going to be Jamie. Our data analyst is Letitia, and then our project manager is going to be Rafif and Wayne. If you look over to the right, it will show you the team leads that we have identified, and those are professional development is Eric Harrison. I'm going to be the trainer lead. Sophia will be the coaching lead. Dorita is going to be our speaker engagement lead because she produces events and that's a good space for her. And then we have a relationship manager and her name is Kim. And then all of you will be acting as supporting personnel. All right, next. Here is our communication update. So we will be placing connection calls out to everyone that is on the contract just to get to know you better. You'll get a call from myself or Danielle. We just want to know more about you, your business, and answer any questions that you may have individually. And then we're also going to talk to you about the status of your document submission. Also, please join our Slack channel. If you don't use Slack, we totally get it. Whatever phone you have, please go into your market or your Play Store, download Slack. It is free, and join our channel, because we have sent everyone to the email that you provided us. We did send you an invitation to the Slack channel, because we'll be doing some informal things there and communicating in that space. Yes, we will be training you on it. And I think there's a video that Danielle sent out for those that have never used Slack, but please participate in the technological pieces of the contract. And then also we have sent you all a bit.ly for VRE, which is for you to go to VRE Training Solutions channel. So Danielle, if we could update that on the presentation, it's our VRE Training Solutions YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and then it shouldn't say name of playlist here, but we will have a playlist that we're going to put together on our channel for everyone. So next slide. I am wrapping up, you all. We're a little over. So finally, I want to leave everyone with a quote. So Maya Angelou said this best, and it was so perfect for now. A leader sees greatness in other people. He or she can be much of a leader. Well, they can't, he nor she can be much of a leader if all she sees is in herself. So for me, this is about all that I see in you. This is about all that I see in the potential of the team, and that is very important for me. So I thank you very much for everyone being here and giving me an opportunity to share some of my passion, which is training with you. If you have questions, please feel free to stay and ask them. If you need to leave, I totally understand. And I thank you for the minutes that you have given me so far. So we're open for questions now. If you have them, you can turn on your mic and ask the question, or you can put it in the chat, or you can finish. You have time back in your day.
Hey, Tiffany. Good afternoon, and hello to everyone. I have a question. When can we expect to receive callbacks from you all? You said that you'll be reaching out to us.
Yes. So we'll be doing that starting Monday. We won't get, there's 36 people, so we'll start that process on Monday. If you need to set a specific time, then I would suggest sending an email, and then Danielle can get you scheduled at a time that works best for you. So we'll start that on Monday. Okay. Thank you. Great question. Anyone else? So I know that there were some people that joined a little bit later. Of course, you'll get the recording, and I challenge you to make sure that you watch the recording. I will open up the floor for those that would like to give some feedback regarding the short training. And here's why. That's the cadence for the person that I am asking to step up and take over a meeting and lead a meeting. The cadence is for us to put together a short presentation, for you to ask the people that join to introduce themselves and do a round robin, and then for you to give us a presentation of whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a training. It should be something that you are passionate about, so that people on this team can learn more about you. And I would love it if it's something that could be transformational for people. I think that as business owners, we can all use information in our arsenal to be better at whatever it is that we do, to be better business owners. So that was and I wanted to give you all a clear presentation of what the expectation was. So if you have any feedback about the short clip of training or information that I transferred with you today, please put it in the chat, or you are welcome to turn your mic on and give me feedback. I take all feedback. It's a gift. All right. Everybody is being so quiet today.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Hey, you.
Hello. Hi. I'm one of the people that actually came late. I had something that ran over, but the one thing that I do want to say is I really appreciate the fact that you are flooding us with information. Um, it's actually refreshing because sometimes I have to probe to try to get more information, but to be able to go back and go over everything that we've been over since day one, that helps tremendously because last week was my first meeting, and it's really helped me to catch up with exactly what's going on, what the cadence is, exactly what you expect from us, and exactly how we can help each other. So I just wanted to give some feedback on that with you and Danielle sending that information out. It is great, and I really truly appreciate it. And I've had an opportunity to catch up, and I will go back and check the training out as well. So thank you very much for being thorough. It's much needed. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I tell you, I love feedback. Even, positive feedback is always great. I love that. I also take suggestions. I will share with you all that I am the type of person as a trainer, I truly believe in mirroring whatever behavior you expect from people. So if I expect a leader to come in and take over a call, I want to give the example of what that should look like. And then because we are also recording this, if a person says, hey, Tiffany, what are your expectations? Go and look at this week's call, and then that will let you know what the expectations are. So that is a good rule of thumb for any of you that are on the call, that are operating your business as a CEO. It is very important that you live by the examples that you expect of the people that you are putting on your team. And I do that often. I have a really good supportive cast of friends and colleagues that help me a lot. And I'm always very grateful of that. We have an amazing team of people compiled here. And so I want to make sure that everybody knows this thing, right? I share with people all the time that you have, let's go back to situational awareness, right? I would like for everyone to be aware that the situation that we are in right now with each other is uniquely positioned to help us all grow. So that's the first thing. I want people to also know that this is also a networking opportunity. There are 36 people that you may not know that you can network with, that I'm not saying go pitch to them. What I'm saying is build relationships, get to know those people, see what they offer, see what connections they have, find out how you can co-create with one another. Because I can tell you, if you are here, I have vetted you. And if I have vetted you, that means that I've found extreme value in you. That's a good thing. And I will share with you that means that I believe that you bring enough value to the space that I'm willing to share you and your expertise with others. So situationally, be aware of the fact that this is a really, really good place for you to be. This could be a springboard for you if you allow it to be. So that's all I have for today. I do have a question that says, how can we schedule a call for the Success Business Spotlight? Yes, there is a link, Shelley. Inside that form, we sent a link to a form to you. When we first sent all the information in that email, there should have been a link for a form that said HCDE project. And the last question on that form is actually scheduling an appointment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. You all have an absolutely great weekend. I thank you again for coming and spending time with me on a Friday. You could have been lots of places, and the fact that you chose to be here with me, I am honored. And I thank you very much. And you guys have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.